Alright gang, welcome to Hansens Speed Shop. Today we're back on my old sports style mini bike that I picked up recently, and it's time to start getting to work on this thing and fixing it up a little bit better. It doesn't need a ton of work like if you watched the last video where we took it for a little bit of a ride. It rides really good. Just a couple little kind of maintenance things and a couple other little things that we're going to do just to make it a little bit nicer. So here's what we got. Brand new set of tires. It should be pretty much exactly the same as the ones that are on there. The same tread pattern, and they're the same size. I've got a brand new rear brake band. Here's our new drain plug so we can change oil. A new exhaust gasket. New inner tubes. And I got this Briggs & Stratton sticker, I think, that we're gonna put on the engine right here. That should look pretty nice. Got a new air filter for it. And then the last thing that we're gonna do is I got this cool little header for it, and I just painted it flat black. So that's gonna be going on. Also, this bike was used for like a 4-horse class and mini bike drags, and when I took the old header off, I noticed that this exhaust port has been ported and polished. And also another thing I kind of noticed is that the spark plug's kind of a real shallow plug, so there's a good possibility that this head has been shaved or milled. So there is some kind of neat little tricks that have already been done to this engine. Since it runs so good, we're just going to do those couple little things like I talked about, and I'm not really going to do anything else to it. This mini bike was just kind of, I wanted something I can just kind of cruise around on and have fun. You know, we're going to try to make it a little bit faster than it was before, but not really anything over the top. So let's get to work. I think the first thing what we're going to do, put that header on, and then we'll get the wheels off and start getting the new tires on. All right, gang, so time for a little bit of an update. So we got the new front tire on, and that was kind of a pain to get the old tire off because it was really stuck on the rim, so I literally had to like cut it off. But the new tire looks good. It's just like a hair narrower than the old tire, but it looks really nice, as to be expected with any kind of modern reproduction stuff. It's never exactly the same, but I put new bolts through the wheel, and a new axle, greased everything and cleaned everything, so that's done. Right now we've got the whole back torn off. There's the back wheel. I'm painting the sprockets because it was all kind of crappy looking. So we're gonna try to get this tire off. I'm sure I'm gonna have to cut it off also, and then I got to get some bolts for the header. We can put that on, and then once I get the back wheel put back on and the header on, I think we're going to change oil. So once we make a little bit more progress, I'll show you guys a little bit more of an update. All right, gang, so it has been a couple of days since I've been working on the mini bike. The other day when I started working on it, things started taking a little bit longer than what I was originally planning on, so I ran out of time. So now we're going to get back on it. So we got the front wheel done, the new tire on there and everything. That looks great. As you can see, I swapped the sticker out on the engine to more of like an original style looking one, and I think that looks really good on here. Got our air filter on, got the back wheel, got the new tire on the back wheel. I repainted the sprocket. I also repainted the brake drum. And then I put all new bolts and everything on there. Maybe have to play around just a hair. On these old mini bike sprockets, they usually are slightly out of round, so you always kind of have like a tight spot in the chain. So I'm trying to get that as best as I can. What else did I do? Okay, so I had to put a dent in the header to clear this down tube here. But that seems like it worked out pretty good. So we got the header on with some new bolts. That's going to be really cool. All that we have left to do is I'm hooking up the rear brake right now. I had to order a new brake cable because the one that's on here is just not very good, and the end of it was all frayed and it just wasn't going to work. So I had to order a new cable, and that took a couple days. But I've got that now, so we're going to put that on, button up the rear brake, and then I still got to change oil. So once I get those two things done, we'll fire this thing up and take it for another ride. Alright guys, so if you're ever wondering what year your old Briggs & Stratton engine is, on the blower cover here, there's usually a number stamped. On mine, it's right here. It's kind of hard to read sometimes if there's a lot of paint and stuff. But if you look at the first two numbers of the last sequence of numbers, so this being the start of the number and this being the end, so this last little sequence part here, the first two numbers are what year this engine was made. Mine is from 1972, so that possibly could be the original engine for this bike. I'm not positive. Obviously I don't know the whole history on it, but if you're wondering what year your engine is, if you got an old Briggs, that's how you can tell.
He's gone. Super high performance mini bike. Milled head, high dome piston, super octane fuel. Look at it go. 45, 50 miles an hour within minutes.
Alright gang, so that's gonna do it for this one. I was able to change the oil. We're gonna have to figure something out. I think I might try to just weld like an extension or something to this drain plug because I could not get it out. So I had to siphon the old oil out. So we got some new oil in. The old oil is really dirty. As you can see, in just before I was running the thing, it runs pretty good. It's really loud now. I was riding the thing. It's definitely a lot faster now, but my rear brake, it basically has no brakes right now. I ordered the wrong brake band, so I ordered a longer one that should be coming in the mail. So once that comes, I'll put the brake on and then we'll take it for a ride, just because it's kind of sketchy right now. If a car pulls out or something, it's quite a bit faster than it was before. But I could tell I readjusted the carb a little bit, but I could tell it maybe wants more fuel now that it can actually breathe. So at some point we might put like a Briggs Raptor carb on here and see how that goes, but that'll be a little bit down the road. But next time we'll take this thing out for a ride. So until next time guys, thanks for watching. Get out, work on your own projects, get those hands dirty and greasy, stay cool, and we'll catch you cats on the next one. Thanks for watching.